Now, if delta S positive, yes, we get answer delta Z negative. Then B, if delta S negative, what happens? Here, delta S negative, negative. Delta G equal to negative plus minus into minus. Negative plus minus into minus plus. And positive value, negative value added. Now I want negative value if, this is very important, if, okay, we can get negative value, but condition, this value should be greater than this. Means T into delta S value, T into delta S value, this one, should be less than this number. T into delta S less than delta H. Okay. Exothermic reactions are spontaneous. Exothermic reactions spontaneous. Yet low temperature. Yet low temperature, T into delta S less than delta H. And otherwise, remember, T delta S always greater than delta H, yet high temperature. T delta S greater than delta H, yet high temperature. But here, I want here negative, means it should be less than this number. Then we get answer negative. And if it is less than low temperature. Now, general conclusion. Exothermic reactions are spontaneous yet low temperature. Exothermic reactions spontaneous yet low temperature. But condition, entropy should be, means entropy should decrease in exothermic reaction. Then what, delta G negative if temperature is low. Temperature low. Then at high temperature, see here, at high temperature, this value higher. Therefore, you get plus. High temperature, this value is higher. And then delta G plus, then exothermic reactions are non-spontaneous at high temperature. Okay. And same thing we repeat in endothermic. Endothermic positive, here positive, sorry, negative. Then delta S positive, delta H positive. Okay. Positive, negative, positive, like this. Therefore, if you want to write negative, whether it is always, no, you put plus and minus. Then we can write minus only when this value, T delta S value greater than delta H. Endothermic reactions are spontaneous yet high temperature, this value is higher. Hence, endothermic reactions are spontaneous at high temperature. And if this value, delta S negative, if delta S negative, what happens? Negative. Delta H positive. This is fixed positive, and this is negative. Negative, positive added, and is always non-spontaneous. Endothermic reactions are always non-spontaneous when entropy decrease. Means what? Here energy, now see here, energy increase. Positive means energy increase, and delta S negative, entropy decrease. Means it is opposite criteria. Criteria for spontaneous process, entropy should increase, maximum randomness, and energy should decrease. Means enthalpy should low, and that is opposite in this case. Endothermic energy increase, and entropy decrease. Then 100% it is said to be non-spontaneous. So like this we can explain spontaneity process by using what Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. Now other formulas of delta G, right? Different formulas of delta G. Okay. One of the formula delta G equal to delta H minus T to delta S. Second formula delta G equal to summation of G naught of product minus G naught of reactants, or delta G naught minus delta G naught. Here we can also write delta G. Delta G equal to GP minus GR or G2 minus GR, G2 minus GR, G1 or GP minus GR. Second, delta G naught equal to minus 2.303 RT log K. If equilibrium constant given and free energy change is given, apply this formula to solve the problems. If EMF of the cell is given, delta G equal to minus NF E naught of a cell in electrochemistry. So we studied this one, delta G naught equal to minus NF E naught of a cell. Delta G naught formulas, and one more delta G naught, or delta G naught equal to delta H naught minus T into delta S naught. All these formulas we can use to solve the problems. Okay. All the formulas were then laws in thermodynamics. In thermodynamics, first law, second law, third law. There are three laws. First law already covered. There is a W equal to delta U equal to Q plus W. Energy can either be created nor be destroyed, although one form of energy can be converted into other form. There is a first law of thermodynamics. Then the second, delta S total equal to delta S system plus delta S surrounding, always greater than 0. This is for second law. Means entropy of the universe continuously increasing, but energy of the universe remains constant. There is equal to second law of thermodynamics, and you can use the formula delta S total equal to delta S system, delta S surrounding, and this value greater than 0, because entropy increases means delta S value must be positive. That's why they give delta S total value more than 0. And third, entropy of a perfect crystal. Entropy of a perfect crystal. Perfect crystal means whatever particles are there in the crystal, they are having its own position. They are not changing their position. They are having fixed positions. They are not moving from one position to other position. Then it is said to be perfect crystal. But that happens at minus 273 Kelvin, or minus 273 degrees Celsius, or 0 Kelvin. At 0 Kelvin, yes, entropy of the perfect crystal is said to be 0. Entropy of a perfect crystal is 0 at 0 Kelvin. So these are the laws of thermodynamics. Laws of thermodynamics. And even yesterday I left one point in thermodynamics, and that is called properties. Even in calculation, minus 571.6 something I give by 2, but they are written 283 something, but we could correct the value. When you divide it, then we get minus 2 2s are 4, 2 8s are 16, 2 5s are 2 8s. Actually 285.8 you get. 285.8. Then property, thermodynamic property. Thermodynamic properties. So in thermodynamics there are two properties: extensive property and intensive property. Extensive property and intensive property. See, when the property is said to be what extensive property. You know, property meaning characteristic of a system. Property meaning is characteristics of system. That is called property. And here extensive property, the property which depend upon. Here I am telling you, depend upon amount of substance, mass of the substance present in the system, depend upon quantity of substance present in the system. Now take example, enthalpy, entropy, free energy, then volume, entropy, free energy, volume, and even heat, etc. But all these depend upon quantity of substance. But there are some properties such as density, melting point, boiling points, surface tension, viscosity, taste of the compounds, means concentration, okay, pressure, temperature, yes, temperature, pressure, density, melting point, boiling point, surface tension, viscosity, yes, even dielectric constant values. But all these independent on mass of the substance. But now we will prove here enthalpy, entropy, free energy, volume. Now take about enthalpy or heat content. You take exactly 12 gram of carbon and burnt in excess of air in a closed vessel, and the energy released observed or calculated, its value found to be 393.5 kilojoules for 12 gram. Now take double 24 gram. See how much heat liberated. Then 36 gram, again heat liberated. If you carry out like these experiments, when you increase the mass of the substance in the vessel, then heat liberated also more. Therefore, enthalpy, yes, it is a extensive property, because when you increase the mass of the substance in the system, then enthalpy increases. Similarly, entropy, randomness of the particles. If mass of the substance is more, randomness also more. Therefore, all these depend upon mass. Therefore, they are all called extensive properties. Enthalpy, entropy, free energy, volume. Yes, these are called extensive. And intensive property which is independent. The property which is independent on the mass of the substance, then it is called what? Intensive property. And they are density equal to mass by volume. This ratio value, mass and volume, they comes under extensive property. But mass by volume ratio, what? This ratio value is density, and this value let it be 1.0 for water, and that value 1.0 value, whether changes by changing mass of water, no, it remains as it is. It may be 1 glass of water, 1 liter of water, or 10 liters of water, 10 kg of water, its density remains same. Therefore, density independent on mass, then it is said to be intensive property. Enthalpy, entropy, free energy. Enthalpy, entropy, free energy. Yes, what are these? State functions. Even what? Volume. PVT, pressure, volume, temperature, enthalpy, entropy, free energy. They are called state functions. But only one is not said to be state function. That is called work or even heat. Work and heat does not come under state function, and remaining all they are under state functions. Yes, this is about what synopsis note on thermodynamics topic. Synopsis note over. Next, remaining part, solving the problems. Problem based questions, whatever there in question bank, that we solve. Now refer that first question bank, there is a multiple choice questions. Okay, multiple choice questions. Question number 1, based on the delta H and delta U. but in the question they give delta E. So wherever delta E is given, this is old convention, delta E. Delta E equal to internal energy, but in the new convention, according to NCERT book, they give delta U. Delta U and delta E same. Wherever you see delta E in textbooks or even CET books, both are same, meaning same. They are called internal energy. And question number 1, delta H and delta E relationship. Delta H delta U plus RT into delta N. Delta N formula dNP minus Nr. Delta N into N minus Nr. Yes, if they give like this, if delta H is the change in enthalpy and delta E the change in internal energy accompanying a gaseous reaction, then they give statements and read first statement and you check whether correct or wrong. But they are asking which is correct statement. Delta H is always greater than delta E. Delta H always greater than delta E. Now think whether using this formula, can I say always delta is greater than delta E? No. In the last class yesterday, I explained delta H, delta U value depend upon delta N value. Delta H, delta U relationship between these two depend upon delta N. Therefore, it may be means delta H may be equal to delta U, less than delta U, more than delta U. Means that is possible, but here they give always. Hence, option 1 not possible. So we cannot pick first. Second option, delta H less than delta E. In option 2 they give like this: delta H less than delta E only if the number of moles of products greater than number of moles of reactants. They give like this. This is possible if NP greater than NR. If you substitute here higher minus lower, you get positive. If delta N positive, yesterday I told if delta N positive, delta H should be greater than 0, but greater than delta U, but here they give delta less than. Then second option also wrong. Same type, you check third and fourth. Delta H always less than delta E. Again they give option 3, always wrong. It is also wrong. Because I told it may be more than, less than or 0. Last, delta is less than delta E. Delta E, only if the number of moles of products less than number of mole of reactant, okay, less than. NP less than NR. NP let it be 10. NR let it be 20. Negative. NP less than NR. Yeah, if delta N negative, delta H value, some value of delta U subtracted from this, we get a value, and that value is said to be less than delta U. Therefore, option 4 is true. Answer 4. Next, we will solve questions. Means problem based question. In the theory paper, you studied carry 4 marks, and here same question, 4 mark question. Now here we'll solve in 1 minute. How to solve that 4 mark question in 1 minute? That will tell you tricks. Question number 3. Question number 3. If enthalpies of formation of ethene CO2 water at 25 degree and 100 pressure, given values, the enthalpy of combustion of ethene is equal to enthalpy combustion of ethene. They give enthalpy of formation values and they are asking enthalpy of combustion. If a problem is on enthalpy of combustion calculation, and better use direct formula, that is called energy equation in thermochemistry. Delta H equal to HP minus HR. HP minus HR. This formula you write. And to calculate, to know about the HP minus HR, product reactant, then you write compulsorily equation. And equation for what? Enthalpy of combustion of ethene. And combustion meaning anything which burns in air or oxygen. Therefore, write equation here, combustion equation by taking ethylene example. C2H4 plus O2. And here writing physical state not necessary because CET questions you are writing one and they are not theory. Okay, write direct without physical state also you can write. But in theory you have to mention their physical states. Ethene on burning gives, but remaining part not given. That you have to complete. Yes, now we need what basic chemistry. Combustion of any organic compound gives. Organic compound contain carbon hydrogen, usually carbon hydrogen oxide etc. But C changed into CO2, H changed into H2O. And you have to find out enthalpy of combustion. Delta HC equal to how much? Or delta CH also you can see. Delta CH or delta HC. Now balance the equation. C2H4 then O 4 plus 2 6 3 into 2 6 4O plus 2O 6 3 into 2 6. This is said to be enthalpy of combustion of ethene. But ethene formula C2H4, ethane C2H6, ethyne C2H2. But correct, you read a spelling and write the formula. Over. Then all the values are given in the question paper. See here, ethene value, CO2 value, water value given in the question paper. Substitute in this formula. I am telling you, this is a formula applied only for calculation of enthalpy of combustion, not for enthalpy of formation. Okay? For enthalpy of combustion, apply this formula. Now, delta H equal to, don't write complete, like theory, not necessary. Delta H equal to product, these are for products, these are for reactants. And product 2 into delta H, what is summation of products. Summation of products. Therefore, 2 into CO2 value given in the paper. CO2 value. So to see the referent value, right? First C2H4, second CO2. Second value minus 394. Okay, 2 CO2 plus 2 into H2O. 2 into H2O. H2O value given third minus 286. Okay, this is product values. Means HP I done, then HR. Here HR. HR one more. First value plus 52. Don't write sign minus. Here they give plus 52, but here minus. Plus 3 into. Yes, yesterday I told some statements. Enthalpy of formation of any element in free state equal to 0. Therefore, O2 value 0. O2 value 0. Now, when you multiply these two, double these, and you get answer minus added. This also is minus, or minus values are added. Then we get answer minus 1412 kilojoules. Minus 1412 kilojoules. Yes, I told method how to solve the question. And if you know direct, means even this also not necessary, but this is necessary. Necessary condition this one. Enthalpy of combustion of that compound you have to write, element you have to write. Then given values, product value minus reactant value, then we get answer delta H. It is the simplest method to calculate delta H in case of combustion reaction. And now I will take another question. Where enthalpy of what formation, calculation of enthalpy of formation, and that question here, enthalpy of formation. Question number 99. Question number 99. Question number 99. Now in this question, they give 3 equations. C plus O2 gives CO2, S plus O2 gives SO2. If equations are given, writing the equation once again not necessary. I will refer that question paper only and will readjust the values. And three equations are given: carbon, sulfur and carbon disulfide, but they are asking heat of formation of CS2. Carbon disulfide, it is a liquid, but question is enthalpy of formation. Okay, yesterday I told if it is enthalpy of formation, how to write equation? First you write like this, arrow marker, and carbon disulfide CS2M. 1 mole of a compound is formed from its elements. The elements of these C plus S. Don't write here S2, wrong. Write S, and the number of mole are 2S, 2S. Carbon solid, sulfur solid. But this is liquid. And here you write delta HF equal to how much? Even in theory also you tell like this enthalpy of formation equation, and they give enthalpy of what? Combustion reactions. C plus O2, S plus O2 and CS2 plus O2. Therefore, combustion equations are given. Find enthalpy of formation using this form. But writing the enthalpy of formation, enthalpy of combustion equation is important. But in this case, enthalpy of formation equation I written. If the question is enthalpy of formation, write arrow mark first, then product formula. Then complete the equation by writing the elements of these. Elements. Next. Now, planning. So you have to plan how to get this equation from given equations. Okay, start with C. C left side, and in the given equation C left side equation 1. Therefore, equation 1 value delta H F equal to, I am not writing systematically. Now I am writing direct values, and to get this equation according to planning I will write. Okay, 1C and 1C given in equation 1, and that value minus 395 kilojoules. Then S2, and equation 2 they give 1 S, therefore what value? Minus 295 into 2, because here I want 2, but in the equation 2 they give 1 S, therefore multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. Next, carbon disulfide I want right side, and here carbon disulfide they give left side. Then now you have to apply Levizur-Laplace law, because I want CS2 left right side, but in question paper they give left side. Now convert that CS2 in right side. Therefore, reverse that value, means value given for CS2 is minus 1107, but now write plus 1107. They give minus, but take plus because I want CS2 right side. Over. Double this and add these two first, then subtract from this. Then we get answer 117 kilojoules. First you have to add these two. First double, then add these two, and subtract from 1107, 110, and we get answer 117. Yes, here I told method in short, how to answer such questions. Enthalpy of combustion problem and enthalpy of formation problem. And same method apply for any question. Any molecule they can give. It may be ethene, ethane, benzene, methanol, ethanol, naphthalene. Any organic compound. Usually organic compounds are given in thermochemistry problems. Okay. Next. Question number 10. Question number 10. See, somewhat different. The enthalpy of water is 386 kilojoules. They are giving enthalpy word. If I say enthalpy, then it is always for 1 mole. And for 1 mole of compound means 18 gram of ice. 1 meter in the water, 18 gram of water, there is a heat required to boil. Yes, how much? The enthalpy of water is 386 kilojoule. What is the entropy of water? Delta H given, delta S they are asking. Delta H given, delta S. What is the entropy change for what water? Delta H, delta S relationship with delta H, delta S. Therefore, delta H P into delta S equal to delta H. Delta G equal to delta S minus T into delta S. Delta G 0 for equilibrium, because for boiling and melting, freezing, they are all in equilibrium. Therefore, delta G should be 0. Then you have to find out delta S. Delta H by delta, delta S, okay, by T. Delta H by T. Next, delta H value 386 into 10 raised to 3. Because usually entropy we write in terms of what? Joule per K. Now temperature, how much your temperature? Whether 0 degree or 100 degree. So answer 100 degree, because here we are what getting means heating more. 386 kilojoule given. So therefore it shows what more heat is there. Then temperature should be 100 degree, and 100 plus 273, there is 373. Then 386 by 373. 386 by 373. 1 point something. Yes, how much you get answer? Question number 10. 1 point, right? 1.03 kilojoule. Kilojoule means actually it is 1.03. 10 raised to 3 kilo. Instead of writing 10 raised to 3, written kilojoule. Right. So remaining problems or remaining questions from question bank, both practice paper and multiple choice will continue in the next video.